How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, where I catch precise bottoms and tops in the stock market. And today I want to go over a stock that is getting punked by Zach Morris, and I want to show you guys what I see, what the system tells you, so you don't get fallen into this trap of pumps and dumps. And I want to show you guys exactly where I have alerted this trade and where you should be buying it. And if you have this system yourself, you can find these trades just like this, without my help, and you can see that it works amazing. And so before I get back into this and show you the trainings and a brief overview of where you're looking for your entries and exits, do keep in mind there's a premium Discord of only 20 cents a day. If you want to join, I'll put the link down to the YouTube comments below and in the description. We have over 1,800 members almost, and we just recently started a couple months, and we're growing fast because people love this system as it has an over 95% win ratio. So as you can see, we have the bottom green band. I try to color code it green because that is where your buy signal is. That is where price usually reverts to. It doesn't mean you have to get in right away. It's your safest area to buy. And then you want to correlate it to your yellow and blue bands, which are they are customized EMA 10 and 20s, and this is where price has to go back to. And then the upper band is a red band. This is where you never buy. You would look for the opposite of shorting and puts, or whatever you want to do. So when I made this video, I made a video back in April 12th. It was April 12th or 15th. I made a video saying we're looking for this area, and you can look at my YouTube videos of where I would like to buy AMC. Everyone was being very negative and saying, it's just going to keep going down and down, which it was going down a lot. But they didn't see this massive reversal. And I'm going to show you exactly why this is a massive reversal. Because one, look at this. We hit the bottom band to a T. Algos know what they're doing. There is a certain ATR level where most stocks will rebound from. A lot of stocks can't sustain that, and the sellers can't just keep taking meat from the bones if there is no meat on it. So the only buyers you have, or a for sure buyer, is short covering. Shorts cover their shorts, and that is a buyer now, and you get this massive pump because they have to release it, right? They're not just going to keep letting this dump and dump and dump and dump and dump. They're going to let it correct to the mean. And then after that, you can get an uptrend if these bands start curling up. But do you want to see that? Or do you want to get in early and then wait for an uptrend and have a trailing stop loss and make as much money? And the reason why I say this is where I alerted it. Right in here, because one, we have massive time distance from the EMA 10 and 20. That's another key thing that not a lot of people understood. They just use EMA 10s and 20s for random things like crossovers. Are we going to get above the 10 and 20 for a reversal for the uptrend? There's a lot of ways, but not a lot of people use it for time distance. And I'm going to show you why it's so important for the time distance. So you take one, look at this arrow. You want to take the first candle that goes away from this right here. This is clearly touching the EMA 10 and 20. What I like to see is time distance on both those EMA 10s and 20s. If you have a long EMA 20 and then price is at EMA 10, price is going to hurry up and hit that EMA 20. But I want to make sure we're under the EMA 10 for entries. So we want to make sure this is our first step. Are we away from the EMA 10 and 20? Yes or no? And then once we are, we can look for how long have we been away. And then I look for these candles here. How many candles have we not hit the EMA 10 and 20? And let me see if I can find... is there like a rectangle here? Yeah, right here. This right here is your time distance. So we're going to highlight all the candles that has not hit the EMA 10 and 20 because this is very important, and I'm going to show you exactly why this is so important. So we highlighted all the candles that not hit the EMA 10 and 20. Let me see if I could drag this a little. Okay, right in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count in increments of 5 for a week. So that's 1 week, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 2 weeks. If this was at the lower band, I would have started buying it. But since it's not, we want to wait for that lower touch. So we have 2 weeks and 2 days, and we started hitting this lower band. And so we know we have time distance on EMA 10. And when I want to talk about time distance, this is key factor. Just always put this in your brain if you're using this strategy, and if you decide anything that does not touch the EMA 10 or 20, the EMA 10 in about 1 month time frame is super, super long. And we're looking at right in here, this EMA 10. If it hasn't touched, if it left this candle and then it's made along, it's super long. So that's why we want to wait 2 weeks for this lower band touch. 2 weeks is super, super important. So let me delete all this to clear up things. And then we get this touch, and guess what? We have massive room to the EMA 10 to be safe. If the trade doesn't work out, we can obviously accumulate, and we know we can get conservative gains to the EMA 10 and then to the EMA 20. So we went from 240s all the way to a high of 340, and this is what I'm trying to make a video out, because I got this, we got pumpers like Zach Morris. I'll show you. He's posting everything on his Twitter. Me and the boys, when AMC hits 4.01, let me get that. He's just constantly posting because he wants to pump the share price and sell it to the shares. It's been done all the time. Every pumper does it, and you just see constantly, even videos to the point where it's disgusting, right? And beginner traders don't know is we're right here at the EMA 10 and 20. What has AMC done all the time when it hit this area? It always stagnates. It will fluctuate in and out. You can see right here, we're trying to form a base. We have our top. We're in a definite range. But every time it has done that, what has AMC done? Look, forming a base, down. The EMA 10 and 20 down. We took this trade right here, and guess what? We made massive gains to the EMA 10, and then we took some more here for that EMA 20 touch because it's been so long. That's when I would take the EMA 20. But look what it does. Hits the EMA 10 and 20, consolidates, down. Hits the EMA 10 and 20, consolidates, down. It has been doing it constantly. You have your range here. You have your resistance here. You don't have to even make this fancy. I don't even trade like this. A lot of people do. But look, you're in your range because once you hit your EMA 10 and 20, you're in a range. You have your support and you have your resistance. But how long does it last? No one knows until it breaks out to one side. Bam, it goes down to the downside. And I can show you constant times. Hits the EMA 10 and 20 here, goes down. So will this time be different is the actual question. No one really knows. And for a pumper to just keep pumping this, and sure, could it break out a resistance? And we don't know. But here's the thing. We have the upper band. We know this is going to be some big resistance areas for people right here. If AMC gets to this upper band, there's going to be a big sell-off. And for the people that don't know that, are going to think this is going straight to the moon, like it did that, last time way back, and just went up to the $70 and just kept pumping. So could it absolutely, any stock with a nice catalyst could go above the ATR lows. I'm not saying it can't go above this, but you do want to be careful is, does it make a new low? Which could be very scary, and then you having a nice average turns into a fluff, and then the people who pumped it are selling their shares when you are buying their shares. They don't want you to see that. What this is a no pump. I'm not trying to pump this at all. Yes, I was pumping it right here because this makes logical sense. This is your best risk versus reward right in here. This is where the seller is going to dry out, and we know price has to hit the EMA 10 and 20. And so this makes most sense to buy it right in here for this gain of this and here. And then we could sell our shares to the people who are trying to pump it, or we could have a stop loss. What I like to do is if I bought a price, let's say right in here, this is where I buy my price. I will sell my shares for 10% gain, 3/4 of it from the EMA 10 and 20. And what I do is I put a stop right above my average. So if I bought right here at 254, I would have sold 10%. If I got 10% gain, I would take 3/4 off the table, and then I hold 1/4 of my shares for the home run hit, where I just have a stop loss right here where I cannot lose, right? I cannot lose unless something crazy happens after hours and it ignores my stop loss. I'm willing to take that. But then I can have the opportunity to ride it up to this upper band for massive gains, right? Right in here I could target. And just have a trailing stop at that point, because at these bands could curl up and make an uptrend. So that's what I want to show you guys is an effective strategy on how to not just follow a pumping system. Follow a system that you can physically see with your eyes and do yourself and understand. If you don't understand the system, you're just following blind alerts. And let's say AMC was you bought right here, and you know this should reverse, but you end up selling for a loss, and then it reverses. Because you didn't know the system, right? You're just following someone's rules. So I have a premium Discord of only 20 cents a day. You can get this exact system with my education videos on how to set up your chart just like this, on how I described it, but within a more detailed video and me showing you stocks that are hard so you can overcome those hard stocks and get over those hurdles. I have a premium chat of over, we have over 1,800 members, but in the premium chat, we have close to 500 in here. It has been growing rapidly because people love the supply and the demand. We're only charging 20 cents for a system that has over 95% win ratios. And then I love doing this stuff. I love when people make money, and I love to see the hype, and it's just awesome, right? You can also, if you just don't have time to look at charts, you can look at my swing trades. I put my exact limit orders, like an example, HSDT at 1.17, 1.79. I tell you exactly what I'm looking at and why and all that. So you can get my exact theory on things and why I buy things, and then I put my charts in and all that. So if you don't have the time, you can follow my alerts. Watch the education videos. You're going to love it. Join this premium Discord. If you want to join, click the link down below into the YouTube comments and click into the YouTube description. There will be a link that says join the premium Discord for my favorite trades. And when you click that link, it'll take you to this free chat. What this does is this is a landing page. It doesn't mean you're subscribed. What you want to do is head over to the premium chat under the subscriptions. And click on premium chat. So when you hit the subscriptions, you click on premium chat and you will be able to subscribe. And do keep in mind, it is cheaper if you do it on your desktop or computer because you avoid the iOS fee on your phone. If you do it on your phone, it'll be a little slightly cheaper, but we made it so cheap that, anybody can join. It doesn't matter what account size you have. But that's the purpose of this, is keep it affordable so anybody can say, okay, I made so much money on AMC. I trust the system. I'm going to recommend it to my friends. And that's how we honestly want to grow organically. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, comment to me what you think about it. Tell me what your average is. But do not follow Zach. I've heard so many horror stories of people like bag holding big from them. Could it pump? Absolutely. But there is going to be a massive dump and you don't want to be into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it looks like we have earnings too on. So it pretty much is a gambling play that he's doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care and peace out. Hope to see you in the Discord.